Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Hey Nay. Um, First, as you can see, I'm a little bit more distant from the camera. That's because someone told me that you can't see my body ever, and I just look like a head. So now you can see my body. I don't know if you're checking me out or not, but there you go. But the only reason why I get close is because I don't wear monthly contacts anymore. So I have to wear daily sometimes, and I didn't put any today. So it's like now I would have to put on daily contacts just to do this. So I move closer so I can see how you see me. But I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? And sometimes I wear glasses, sometimes I don't. But I don't like to wear them too much because there tends to be a little bit of a glare because of the light. Um, but that's just a little thing. But anyway, um, Valentines is right around the corner, and I know some people are excited, nervous, sad about it coming up. But I just want to tell you, don't worry about it. And here's a little fun little topic for today. The topic is kissing and dating. And here are the questions. At what point does public making out stop in a relationship? Okay, I believe Jordan and I talked about this a little bit in PDA and dating. If you check out that episode, um, but the question sort of implies that people do a lot more PDA in the beginning of their relationships compared to later on. Um, and I guess that can be considered true. I don't think that goes across the board. I don't think it's like a mandate or something that always happens that everyone is, hyperly affectionate in the beginning. But if you are a person who was very affectionate in the beginning and now you when does it stop? I don't think it really ever does stop. I don't think it really does stop. Maybe when you have kids, maybe when your affection and your time is split and you know what I mean, and things have to go to more people and your attention has to go to more individuals, maybe that's when it kind of slows down, but I don't think it ever really stops. I think if you really, really care for someone, it doesn't really stop. Now, as I mentioned in PDA and dating, I do think some people do too much, and I don't think it's necessary because, you know, the act of kissing and everything sort of, or doing too much and all this feeling, all this stuff and extra in front of everybody, it's not about the two of you anymore. It's about everyone. It's about you trying to get attention now. And I think the value of what you're supposed to be sharing with that person sort of diminishes, and I think we lose ourselves that way. So I think it starts to become more about everyone else than the two of you. As I think I said before, your relationship should be between you and that other person, not you, the other person, and everybody on the street, or everybody in the subway, or everybody on the bus, or everybody, in the hallway. This is not necessary. Um, so I'm not even 100% really for that. Uh, the next question: what do you do if your significant other doesn't like to kiss with tongue, but you do? Um, I've heard of this. I think you know it's a little bit of concern if you and your partner have very, very different styles of kissing and you really are adverse to the other's preference. um, I think you can sort of create a new way, a way that you guys find more appropriate, or maybe we only kiss with tongue if we're making love, something like that. That's a good compromise. Or you know, maybe we alternate on days, or maybe we try to figure out. I mean, it's a conversation, nonetheless. It's a conversation. Um, because there are quite a few people who do have different kissing styles, especially if you've ever kissed anyone who is foreign from where you live. You will find that a lot of times their kissing style is slightly different. And sometimes you think, oh, that was just that moment, but it tends up to be the way they kiss all the time. So you may want to, I guess, just talk about it, or practice makes perfect too. So if you just guys want to practice and make a new way that you both like, I think that's great too. Um, but I wouldn't try to hold it too much against them, Um, especially if you really like the person, like everything else is fine and you just don't like the way they kiss. That's something that can be worked on. That's something that can be worked on. And yeah, I just say keep practicing, I guess. um, when can you start kissing in front of your significant other's parents? Ooh, this is a big one. Okay, so I would own I okay, let me okay, I think it is up to my significant other to kiss me in front of their parents. Does that make sense? So, if if I'm if I'm dating if I'm dating Stacy, and Stacy and I'm by Stacy's parents, her family house, um, I believe it's up to Stacy to kiss me in front of her parents. That's whenever Stacy is ready to do that, that's when it's ready. The same thing goes vice versa. So if Stacy is by my family or around my family, it is up to me to kiss her in front of them. I think it's up to that person because um, they know their parents the best, so they probably know when it is appropriate to do it, or when they think that their parents have sort of accepted you. So I think that's kind of how it works. It's sort of up to them to do it. Um, and I think that can happen at any point, a lot of some parents are pretty open. So you can do that, pretty early on if that's the type of person you are. Um, and you want to really show your parents that you really do care about this person, you can do that. Um, but I would prefer that the parents really know me. I would prefer them to sort of, first know my name, of course, know what I'm into, things I like, and sort of know my goals, and things that I'm, striving to get to. I would hope they to know me on a sort of personal level, and then I would hope that Stacy would then, um, make the effort to kiss me in front of her parents, and I think that's sort of the threshold there. Okay, that was that. I just wanna. I also okay. So like I said, guys should definitely check out PDA and dating because we talked a little bit about things that I mentioned here, as well as Valentines and dating. You should check that one out too. Um, but I really enjoyed this topic because I think it's something that um, a lot of people don't really talk about. I don't. It's funny because you think that we talk about it, but we really don't talk about kissing enough. So have a conversation with your significant other about kissing, or have a conversation with your friend about kissing, or if you're bold enough, have a conversation with your family about kissing. What is appropriate, what is not, and how should you move forward in that such? Okay. Well, again, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Do not be sad for those of you who may be single. Um, always just, look bright. It's just a day, it really isn't too much. I think it's a time to, you know, just honor relationships. That's how I see it. So if you don't have a significant other, honor your friendships, or honor the relationship that you have with your family, or even honor the relationship you have with yourself. Um, and that's kind of when I do if I'm single around the time. So keep your head up and of course have fun if you can. Please tell me any stories that may have happened for Valentine's Day. I like to hear them. And I think that's it. So like, share, and definitely love. Subscribe and remember to always start your day off with a hey. Goodbye.